apologize to my teammates, my club, Gemka, the fans, and the city of ECAT. I made an honest mistake, and I hope that in your ruling that it doesn't end my life here.
Well, hello out there. How's everybody doing? It's everybody's favorite conservative in New York, Christopher Wright. Here to present you another of my momentous walk and talk videos. Remember, if you enjoy the content, to please like, subscribe, and share. Long time no speak, everybody. How's everybody been? Sorry, it's been decided to take a little break, a step back from everything. It's been a lot going on here in New York, as you guys know, with just everything. You know, it's just been insane. You know, finding work, it's been difficult. You know, I've been setting up events for the CRA, grassroots events, trying to get people elected in local office, helping out candidates who are running. Lee Zeldin, the individual running for governor here. So it's just been, my hands have been full, and I haven't been able to put the content out like I would like, but I'm about to get full on board with that, and I got some big announcements coming up in the near future, so stay tuned. Now, with that said, on to the subject at hand. Oh boy, this whole Brittney Griner thing. People have been reaching out to me, Chris, man, what are your thoughts on this? Chris, please, reach out, speak on this. Oh my gosh, where do I begin? First and foremost, guys, I spoke on this about, a couple years ago when they were doing the whole Neil-Gate situation in the NFL and, disrespecting our country and saying, being unpatriotic, saying, they didn't stand for this country. This country is ran by white supremacists. It's, minorities in this country can't be successful, yada, yada, yada. And these guys are making multi-million dollars complaining about this. And, Brittney Griner at one time was one of the people making the big complaints, and she was anti-American. Oh, this country's racist, this country's this, that, and the third. But now, when things are getting hectic, things are looking tense, all of a sudden she's pro-American again. Looking for a handout, looking for some help. What a coincidence. And if the roles were reversed though, we all know this. If it was reversed and we were the ones locked up overseas right now for a drug charge, whatever it may be, whatever situation we got ourselves caught into, she would be going to sleep, not losing a second of sleep at night. She wouldn't hesitate for a second. She wouldn't even think about us for 0.0 of a second. So this is how I feel about her. Sorry, you're locked up. Figure it out. Deal with it, dude. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Because for those who don't know what happened with her, she was arrested for having a gram of THC liquid oil for the vape pens, I guess. And she got caught with that over there. And I think she had some marijuana on her as well. But what she's getting in trouble for is for that the less than a gram of liquid that they caught her with. And over Russia, they don't play around. They don't play around. And if you want to, so you got to know what you're dealing with when you go overseas. And I understand, a lot of these female players in WNBA aren't making a lot of money. I think they had a chart where they showed all the combined yearly salary of the WNBA players is around $12 million, and I think they said LeBron James makes $37 million a year alone from the NBA. So one player by himself makes more than the whole WNBA league. So they got to go overseas to make money, and I get that. But when you're overseas, that everybody is like America the free, home of the brave, and they don't play games over there when it comes to certain things. So you want to act like this country's so hateful and so racist and so against you, but now you're getting locked up for 9 years for something that will get you a slap on the wrist depending on what state you are in the States. And this is what it is. So this is why I love this country so much. That's not just that reason, of course. There's a lot of reasons why I love America. But America is not a place that's like a dictatorship. It's not a communist country. We allow second chances here. We give you opportunities here. And for these athletes to act like this place is so hateful, there's no opportunity, this is like some kind of slave country or something like that, and there's no hope here, it's a big lie. It's a big lie, and it's BS. And they're doing that because they're pushing that victimhood mentality. So minorities will listen to what they say, or other people will listen to what they say, and they'll get that victimhood mentality like they'll never be able to make it, they'll never be able to be successful. So in reality, you're holding more people back than helping. And I have a big issue with that. Because if I was an athlete, you see the great athletes, the Michael Jordans of the world, the GOATs, the legend, he was like, be like Mike, work hard, do what you're supposed to do, stay in school, don't do drugs, all that good stuff like that. You can end up being a great athlete like him. So that's what he was saying. And that's what great leaders do. Great role models, what they do. And that's what athletes did back in the day when I was growing up, man. And you don't see that now. And you got people like Brittney Griner. And, they are looking at Joe Biden right now to help out. Joe Biden ain't going to help nobody out. The reason why Putin is doing what he's doing right now, because he knows he can get away with it. We have weak leadership right now in office, and He knows that we're going to look bad on a global scale because this is all geopolitics. It's going to hold, giving her the max sentence. I think 10 years is the max. She got 9. They wanted to exchange for pretty much a guy who's like a terrorist, a Russian terrorist that we have locked up for exchange for her. So that we get, we get an athlete and they get a terrorist back. So, this is all geopolitics just to make America look bad. And we have a weak president. That's why Putin's pushing it so much, because we all remember when Trump was in office, this never would happen. We had we had a couple people locked up when Trump was in office. We had D'Angelo Ball, the basketball player, the athlete who was locked up. Trump got him out. No need for a swap, nothing like that. We had A$AP Rocky, the rapper, that was locked up. Trump got him out. No need for a swap or nothing like that, for a terrorist, something crazy like that. Because Trump had backbone. Trump, when what he says goes. And other leaders in countries knew that and they respected that, and they knew not to try to check or challenge Trump like this. So, this is crazy right now. This is what happens when you steal an election and you put a fake nonsense piece of crap president in office right now. This is stuff like this happens. This is not supposed to be, he's not supposed to be in office. And, we, in a way, made our bed and we got a lie in it. Not me. You guys know who I voted for in 2020. But, all the Biden supporters who are now coming to me like, oh my gosh, I can't believe doing this to this girl, Brittney Griner. And she's not a girl, but they're saying that to me, oh my gosh. But I'm like, hey, that's what happens when we got Joe Biden as president. If they know he's weak, they're going to do stuff like this and they're going to push the label. And China's doing it. Russia's doing it. North Korea's doing it. Everybody's doing it because they know we're weak. But, hey, I'm here. I'm strong. I'm here with the people. Going to do what I can on a local level to help bring change to this country. So like always, God bless everybody out there listening, and may God bless the United States of America. Peace out.